the Asian giant is set for a major defense boost from its long-standing defense partner, Russia. In a major thrust to its naval arsenal, India will receive anti-ship cruise missiles from Russia. After the two countries signed a defense procurement contract, reports say that the deal involves the procurement of the Klub S missile system, specifically designed for submarines. Reports claim that India will procure at least 20 Klub S anti-ship cruise missiles, valued at nearly $200 million. The Klub S missiles have a 400-kilogram warhead payload. They are capable of destroying both naval and land targets up to 300 kilometers away. These anti-ship missiles can travel faster than the speed of sound, making interception by enemy forces incredibly difficult. These missiles will power the Indian Navy's 7 Sindhughosh-class submarines. Now, the Indian Navy submarines of class Sindhughosh, which literally means roar in the sea, have been critical for New Delhi's power projection in the Indo-Pacific in recent years. With the Klub S missiles from Russia, India aims to enhance the firepower of these undersea giants. The enhanced naval capabilities are likely to elevate New Delhi's strategic positioning in the Indo-Pacific, amid China's expansionist belligerence in the region. The new missiles will also simultaneously facilitate Indian Navy's continued maritime preeminence in the Arabian Sea and in the Bay of Bengal. The deal for the Klub S missiles is only the latest in the decades-old defense partnership between New Delhi and Moscow. Both sides describe defense cooperation between them as an important pillar of their special and privileged strategic partnership. India is the largest recipient of Russian arms exports. Between 2019 and 2023, 36% of India's arms imports were sourced from Russia. This includes the S-400 missile defense system, as well as joint production of the BrahMos supersonic cruise missiles, among others. Russia accounts for over 50% of India's in-service military platforms. In February of 2024, India and Russia agreed to build 6 civil nuclear power plants in Tamil Nadu state. Not just defense, the economic cooperation between the two sides has also been key to their elevating bilateral ties. Despite the evolving geopolitical realities influenced by the ongoing war in Ukraine. Now, as of 2023, the India-Russia bilateral trade stood at $68 billion. The two sides aim to increase it to $100 billion by the end of this decade. Now, connectivity initiatives, including the Chennai-Vladivostok Maritime Corridor and the International North-South Transport Corridor, have also been launched with an aim to enhance economic mobility at cheaper costs. India also benefits significantly from access to the discounted Russian crude oil, which increased from less than 2% of India's total imports before the beginning of the Russia-Ukraine war in February of 2022 to over 40% in June of 2024. India has not only resisted the Western pressure to reduce its oil dependence on Russia, but has vehemently defended these imports, citing national interests. This to fuel the economic and defense cooperation. India and Russia have held annual summits since 2000. Between the years 2014 and 2024, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Russian President Vladimir Putin have reportedly met 17 times. The two sides are also negotiating a visa-free access for each other's citizens, with an aim to enhance people-to-people connection. The ties between New Delhi and Moscow have climbed up the strategic ladder with very few moments of bilateral differences. The historical affinity due to the Soviet support for India during the 1971 Bangladesh Liberation War and nuclear tests in later decades continue to follow the current era of the India-Russia bilateral bonhomie.
From breaking news to the day's biggest controversies, Shedding light on the world's top headlines. Detailed analysis on the stories that matter the most to you. Catch it all on Spotlight at 6 p.m. India time and 12:30 GMT. Only on Firstpost.
We're calling the show Vantage. We hope you like what we put together for you. Touted as the minimum defense from that video. India's neighbors were the first to send this special edition of Vantage live from the White House throughout this week. Yes, Hindu Mandir we're on our way to Tel Aviv. Measure, but it's also the perfect way to drive.
I don't think that
Prime Minister of Bhutan, Sherin Tagwe. Welcome to
60% of the world's
office. Prime Minister Modi did the iron.
We were actually
How are you doing? How do you like? It's been 1 year since that meeting. Iron bars separate you from the outside. Out the vote efforts. Trump had, it says, and at $4.3 trillion. 300 billion by 2030. That's what we need to tackle climate change.